Hello everyone, it's me, Grant the movie and TV guy, and do you want to play a game? I'm a little spin like a spiral. That song is gonna be stuck in my head for at least the whole summer. Hello everyone. Yeah, do you want to play a game? Movies and TV. That's what we do here, not games, because I'm not much of a gamer. But this game, if you don't play it, you either way you're gonna get hurt. More often than not, you'll die. Hi. Yeah, movies and TV is what we do here. And we're talking about, you know what we're talking about? Spiral from the Book of Saw. Spiral from the Book of Saw, which is directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who directed, I believe, Saw's... it's the 9th film in the Saw series. He did Saw 2, 3, and 4. He also directed one of my favorite cult gore-fest horror films, Repo the Genetic Opera. Just saying. He's back in the franchise for Spiral, and the script, it stars, it's executive produced by, and I believe it had some uncredited touch-ups or rewrites by Chris Rock, the screenplay by other people. Chris Rock, I think actually this movie came about because Chris Rock went to Lionsgate himself and said, I want to do a Saw movie. And they said, cool. Chris Rock, yeah, let's do a Saw movie. You're awesome, so let's do it. So what's Spiral about? Spiral, it's the 9th film in the series. I believe it's set in Chicago, maybe? I believe it's in Chicago, and it, the movie begins strongly. Anyone who knows these movies, previously it's the Jigsaw Killer. The idea is that they would basically play a game where it would be like someone who has committed some wrongdoing, and they would put them in a torture trap. Usually, you either have to mutilate yourself or you're gonna die. That's usually how it goes, but it's like Rube Goldberg-y stuff. So we open the movie on kind of that note. A cop named Boz, who is played by McMurray from Letterkenny. It's McMurray. McMurray's a piece of crap, and he is in this movie too, I guess. That's why he bites it. So his character is Boz. He goes out on the out kind of to the subway drain during a 4th of July thing, and is accosted by a dude in a pig mask who strings him up onto a chair with a metal contraption around his tongue and says, basically, that without going into too much details, he lied as a witness on the stand, and so he either needs to jump off the chair, rip his tongue out, or else he's going to get hit by a train. It's definitely a Saw movie, and that leads to a chain of events. It goes sideways, it leads to a chain of events, gets back to his good friend, and the one good cop on the force, named Detective Ezekiel or Zeke Banks. He's played by Chris Rock, and his father was, the legendary chief of police Marcus Banks. He's played by Samuel L. Jackson. He gets assigned a new partner named Shank, who is played by Max Minghella from The Social Network. And they're off trying to find who they discover is a Jigsaw copycat. It turns out this guy really has a beef with the police, and he thinks Jigsaw had the right idea. And so now this Jigsaw copycat wants to pick off all the corrupt cops in Chicago, and it turns out there's quite a bit of them, and Chris Rock has to catch the guy before it's too late, and gets kind of ensnared in the game. This movie, I'm not gonna lie, I think this might actually be the best movie since the first Saw. It's probably. Now, what I will say is, without going into too much details, and even the thing with like the tongue, that was on that they put that online. It's part of the publicity, the tongue thing. My biggest problem with it, and the one thing keeping it from getting kind of higher marks than it would otherwise, because I did enjoy myself. I am a fan of this series. I do like these films. At its essence, the Saw movies are exploitation films, alright? Okay, and you look at, which means that they use horror and, thriller kind of elements to often exploit either sex, violence, whatever, or they also do it to exploit relevant topics. And Saw is no stranger to that. It's done that before. This movie, especially with Chris Rock involved, it has this really interesting sort of angle that's kind of set up perfectly in that opening scene about corruption in the police department, and there's something really interesting I feel it could have said about that, and I felt like it kind of, especially with Chris Rock being the lead, and I felt like it left it on the table. That's all I'll say. And it did it in a way where it felt like it didn't fully want to commit to exploiting that and really go all the way with it. If you're going to set that up and really make that a part of a plot of this kind of movie, I wish they would have kind of went all the way with it and courted controversy and really did it instead of just leaving it on the table as almost like an afterthought to the plot. However, what I will say to this is that what do people see Saw movies for? The traps. There's not as many in this one. It's more restrained. I know. It's still gruesome, but it's restrained. Here's the thing. The traps are creative. They are. I will say this, the ending, what happens at the very end of the movie is great. The reveal, it was one of those situations of who the copycat is were. I kind of early on saw it coming, and then the movie doubled back and tricked me, and then it turned out I was right, but it was an interesting sort of thing. That's all I'll say, but the ending is glorious. It's abrupt, but it's glorious. And I thought that the plotting was interesting and had kind of a dark sense of humor. I think it helped that Chris Rock touched up the script. There is some genuine humor, even in the dialogue when there's not, kills going on. And admittedly, despite being reading some of the traps, like all these movies, did make me wince a little bit. One involving fingers and another one involving the aforementioned tongue and one involving hot acid. Kind of honestly got me. Not much more to say, you guys. I'm just going to make this brief. Spiral from the Book of Saw was solid. I feel like if it really went all the way with it, with all the things that are really good about it, it would get the 2 blocks for me, but just on the basis of what it is. I can't give it 4 stars or higher, but I can give it 3.5. I think it's a solid matinee. I think it's worth seeing. I saw the film in IMAX. Maybe not worth seeing on the gigantic screen. It's not like a big movie, but it was good. It was a solid Saw film, and I think that it, again, my problem is that it was just kind of a Saw film. I was a little disappointed. I feel like there was a way they could have made it a little smarter than it actually was. It was all there. They had the right people involved. They all the right elements on the table, and they didn't use it. And I thought that it could have really been kind of satirical and give a fresh take in it. It didn't quite go all the way with it, but still enjoyed the film as sort of a thing. And also, if you're against gore, like any Saw movie, like when I say restraint, you will still, if you don't like gore and that's what keeps it, it won't change your mind. It's very gory. So it's just less frequent. It's more spread out. Okay, so 3.5 stars out of 5 for Spiral from the Book of Saw. Solid matinee. Doesn't quite go all the way for me, but I really did enjoy it. It's nice and brisk. It's about 90 minutes. Pretty solid. So, let's see. We're gonna do some trailer trash now. Some of them have carried over from the last review. Some of them have not. Like same trailers they showed again. Spiral. Free Guy. Again, looks good. I'm kind of tired of the trailer. I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I just really hope that they maybe underplay the trailer a little more. This one I had not heard of. The Protege. Talk right, Grant. The Protege, which has it's Maggie Hughes and Michael Keaton. And he's not in the trailer, but maybe Sam Jackson, maybe. If it was a blink and you'll miss it thing, but it's basically, it's odd because Maggie Q's the lead in it, and it kind of reminds me of Nikita. What's funny about it is that she was on the TV series version of Nikita, the second one, the more recent one on the CW. But it looks like that, or sort of like Anna or Atomic Blonde, that vein. Looks good. It's an action thriller, a female assassin. Looks solid. Definitely one I'll check out and review here. Black Widow, again, looks good. Tired of the trailer. F9, they're going to space, y'all. But I'm sick of it. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. We talked about that in the Those Who Wish Me Dead review. Looks solid. I feel bad for the kid who plays Baby Luke. I wish he'd get out of constantly playing this part. A Quiet Place Part 2. This is not the new one. This is the same old one. Again, I'm getting kind of sick of it. It's coming out soon. Last one I want to talk about. Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. I really liked the first of the Hitman's Bodyguard. I thought it was really funny. I'm looking forward to this. I really like the pairing of Sam Jackson and Ryan Reynolds, and now with Salma Hayek in there, who had kind of a more peripheral part in the first one, getting more of a bigger part. Excited. So, and was there shawarma? No, there was not. So, although that song is worth sitting for, I really like that 21 Savage song. It's really good. I already saved it to my Spotify. It's catchy as hell. Yeah, that's it. Let's close the book on Spiral from the Book of Saw, which is kind of a silly add-on. Just call it Spiral or call it, Saw Spiral, Saw 9 Spiral, or something like that kind of weird from the Book of Saw. But, alright, so we will be back later for Love, Death, and Robots Volume 2, and that'll close the book for today, but then tomorrow we'll be bright and early for Finding You, SNL with Keegan-Michael Key, and The Woman in the Window, whichever order that is. Don't know yet. SNL will probably be... Well, I'll say Finding You will at least be before SNL. And then Sunday we got Profile, and Monday we got Top Gun. So, that'll all be next time, and until next time, I'm Grant the Movie and TV Guy. See it all, and let me share it with you. Alright, love you all, appreciate you all. I love you all, class dismissed. I love you 3000, be kind to one another. And if you're a fan, go see Spiral. You'll like it. It's good. I felt like I was a little down on it. It's good overall. It's a solid Saw movie. So, kind of one another. Thank you all. Take care. Oh, and also, to the people who've been commenting on my Joker chain that I did with Otaku Boy, I appreciate it. The kind words. Thank you so much. All right. See you soon. Take care.